Many of you have been carrying something silently where you've smiled when your heart was breaking. You've shown up for other people while secretly wondering who would show up for you. You've questioned your purpose. You've questioned your timing. You've even questioned whether your prayers were being heard. God says every prayer has been heard. What's unfolding is this shift. The shift began the moment you stopped chasing. Something changed recently. It may not have happened on the outside, it happened inside of you. Some of you grew tired, not tired of loving, not tired of believing. You became tired of forcing. You stopped trying to convince people to see your worth. You stopped over explaining yourself. You stopped chasing conversations that only moved when you carried them. And without realizing it, you reclaimed your power. The moment you stop running after what wasn't choosing you. Because what's being sent to you is what will. Someone is quietly watching your transformation. There is someone who has noticed your absence, not just your physical absence, your energetic absence. You don't react the way you used to. You don't seek validation the way you once did. You've become quieter, but stronger. And it's confusing them because they expected you to remain exactly where they left you. Instead, they've discovered that healing continued even without their participation. Because people often notice your growth only after they've lost access to the version of you they took for granted. Whether this person reaches out or not, that isn't today's message. Today's message is that your growth has become impossible to ignore. There's a door you thought was closed is about to open, not reopen, but not how you expect. Some of you assume this door represents the past, but it's not. It's a door that leads to your future. You're not being returned to your own life. You're being shown why it had to end. Many of you are about to receive an answer you've waited months for. Maybe it's a conversation, maybe it's clarity, maybe it's an opportunity. But instead of making you miss the past, it helps you finally release it. Because that's what freedom feels like. Not necessarily forgetting, but freedom is understanding. Your biggest blessing has been disguised as a disappointment. This feels deeply personal. Think about something that didn't work out, a relationship, a friendship, a job, a dream. And remember at that time, it just felt so devastating, the rejection. You wonder why God allowed something you prayed so hard for to just disappear. Let me ask you this question. If you had received everything you wanted a year ago, would you still be available for what is trying to find you now. I think it's important to sit with that because sometimes rejection protects us from a future that we cannot see or even comprehend. And sometimes delays position us for blessings we weren't ready to receive. Not every no was a punishment, some were divine redirection because someone new is about to restore your faith, perhaps restore your faith in humanity. I love this energy because it's gentle. It doesn't rush toward you. It simply arrives. This person won't promise forever on the first day. They'll build trust slowly. This person, they'll keep their word. They'll notice when you're overwhelmed. They'll make space for your dreams instead of competing with them. I feel like someone specific was in a relationship with someone that you didn't know the entire time this person was competing with you. They were never truly your cheerleader. This was someone who wanted to be better than you. The next meaningful connection in your life won't ask you to become someone else. It will make you feel safe being exactly who you already are. And perhaps the most beautiful part, you'll laugh again. You'll smile again, the kind of laughter that comes from a heart no longer carrying the weight of survival. You'll realize one day that healing didn't happen because you forgot your past. Healing happened because your future became stronger than your memories. So stop worrying that you've missed your opportunity because you haven't. What's meant for your life cannot be stolen by someone else's choices. It cannot be delayed forever by someone else's indecisions. It cannot pass you by because you made one mistake. The path meant for you has been unfolding long before you knew it existed. Even the heartbreak, even the waiting, even the tears, none of it was wasted. Every lesson became part of your foundation that created where you are today. And the version of yourself you've been becoming in private and silence is about to be rewarded in public, not because you've become perfect, but because you've remained faithful through seasons that would have made many people give up a long time ago. So keep going. The story isn't ending here. In many ways, it's only just beginning because you're beginning to trust what is unfolding for you. Faith isn't knowing exactly what's coming next. Sometimes faith is simply believing that what's ahead can still be beautiful. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.